sad anime recommendation.
西見
A silent voice.
友達に
The story revolves around Nishi Miyashiko, a grade school student who has impaired hearing. She transfers into a new school, where she is bullied by her classmates, especially Ishida Shuya. Shuya is ostracized and bullied himself, with no friends to speak of and no plans for the future. It gets to the point where she transfers to another school, and as a result, years later, he sets himself on a path to redemption.
僕は君と走りだ
Your Lie in April.
A piano prodigy who lost his ability to play after suffering a traumatic event in his childhood is forced back into the spotlight by an eccentric girl with a secret of her own. Kusei Arima was a genius pianist until his mother's sudden death took away his ability to play. Each day was dull for Kusei. But then he meets a violinist named Kori Miyazono who has an eccentric playing style. His monotonous life was about to change forever.
Clannad.
Clannad is set in a high school located in a Japanese town. Tomoya Okazaki is a third-year student who doesn't take his studies seriously. Always late for class, he's seen as a delinquent by the rest of his classmates who are busy preparing for their entrance examinations. Needless to say, he doesn't have too many close friends either. Tomoya seems not to mind too until he meets a few other girls from his school. Though he doesn't care much about them at first, he soon opens his heart to them as they get to know each other better. Clannad is a romantic youth drama that's likely to be more down-to-earth than Key's other works.
Angel Beats.
In a world after death, a group of humans fight for their fate and their future. Yuri, the leader of the Shinda Sakai Sensen, rebels against the god who destined her to have an unreasonable life. On the other hand, Tenshi, the chairperson of the Student Council for the World After Death, battles against the SSS members. SSS members utilize armed weaponry to battle it out against the angels harnessing supernatural powers. The manga is a tie-in to the anime series of the same name, telling the stories of the members of the SSS before the arrival of Otonashi in the afterlife plane.
Anohana. The flower we saw that day.
こんなんじゃ
Jinta Yudomi is peacefully living as a recluse, spending his days away from school and playing video games at home instead. One hot summer day, his childhood friend, Meiko Men Ma Hanma, appears and pesters him to grant a forgotten wish. He pays her no mind, which annoys her, but he doesn't really care. After all, Menma already died years ago. At first, Jinta thinks that he is merely hallucinating due to the summer heat, but he is later on convinced that what he sees truly is the ghost of Menma. Jinta and his group of childhood friends grew apart after her untimely death, but they are drawn together once more as they try to lay Menma's spirit to rest. Reliving their pain and guilt, will they be able to find the strength to help not only Menma move on but themselves as well?